going on? Welcome to Kiddo Comics, a place where you can find comic books and comic book related content. We are going to this comic book show to try to get comic books, maybe. Who knows? I decided to just say whatever and let's record this on the phone. All right, we are back from the convention. There's not too much footage. If I did put footage in there, it's like 3 shots. My apologies. There was some good stuff in there though. So we all did come back with books.
Amen,
and the cherry Sprite again.
Oh, y'all know. Yes.
All right, so
Whoa.
you can't
that's
censor
wrong
it.
show.
We bleep that out. All right, Eric, go ahead and show the people what you got.
I got Amazing Spider-Man. Is this 147?
Yes, it is 147. I'll take that right there. Boom. Amazing Spider-Man 147. We don't know why he bought this. It was the wrong book, but it's cool. It's a tarantula appearance.
I was trying to get the first.
He was trying to get the first one, but that's Amazing Spider-Man 134, not 147. Not even a dyslexic person would make that mistake, but who's the judge, Eric?
Come on, rookie.
You are right. You are right.
All right. And now we got the Hulk. It's 141, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's 377. I don't know why I said 141. That's the Doc Samson.
Yeah. That's my book.
Yeah, Hulk 377. The first appearance of Professor Hulk, which is good because he got it for cheaper than he was gonna get it the last time we saw it.
And it's a really nice looking copy. I commended him on it. What you said? $20, $25?
Yeah, it's actually a very nice copy. Yeah, so this so you can see the 50 sticker is actually half off.
That's probably a 9.8 copy, or at least a 9.6.
Oh yeah, definitely close. He does have to get it pressed because it has the
for sure. But like corners and everything, spine.
The rest were
solid.
just because I like the covers.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Miles Morales Spider-Man, the 28, which is cool. They're making a what if series based on Miles Morales being Captain America. So that's a pretty cool book to have.
And these are what did you guys call them?
These are lenticular covers. He got some lenticular covers. You hold one of them. This is a Punisher, and then that's a War Machine. Trying to show the lenticularness. There you go.
Does that show up on the camera?
A little bit.
You can see it.
War Machine and Punisher.
Yeah. And then
for the upcoming, just because I liked it.
Spider-Man.
He said.
What's the other one? I can't see it.
I don't know. It's Miles Morales on that side. I couldn't see it either when I was
so it's Miles Morales Spider-Man and then the Sinister Six.
Is it issue 6?
It's the first appearance of Sinister Six. It's that Toy Biz cover with like the
No. But for the Miles Morales issue, is it issue 6? I think it's issue 6.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's issue number 6.
Whatever issue number 6 is, it might not be anything. I can't remember.
But yeah, it also depends on which series it is.
True.
Because I don't know what year it's from. Anyways, boom. There's that.
Who has the highest stack of those?
You bought the most books.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought. Okay.
I bought 3 books.
Yeah, you bought. That's 5.
All
right, and then I bought a copy of Brightest Day number 4. This is the first appearance of Aqualad. I forgot the person's name. I'll pop it up here, but Aqualad, Black Aqualad, and then I got this copy of The Demon number 1 from the good folks at TBC Comics.
I called that one.
Yes, Brandon did call that. It was between this and Bitter Root number 1. Let me know which one you think I should have bought. Do you think I should have bought Bitter Root number 1, or I did good with this Demon number 1? I didn't show you it yet, so he'll look at it a little bit more.
I definitely did. He just asked me which one. I trust his
I have it pegged at about an 8, so I knew that I was paying the right price for it. I got it for $100, sticker price $125, And then finally, I got a book that I've been looking for. The goal is to grab the book and then, try to upgrade if you can. But this is actually a very nice copy of Aquaman 35. It's the first appearance of Black Manta. Got it in a 6.0, and it really looks pretty good. Off-white pages, which is better than my Green Lantern 87. And yeah, I love this cover. It's dope. And now it is officially my oldest book, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Brandon, what you get?
Alright, guys. I didn't get anything too crazy. It was really hard. I brought books to
try to do
trades. Yeah, but no one had anything equivalent or what I wanted, so that didn't end up happening. But I didn't want to leave empty-handed because that's pretty much what happened last time.
Yeah.
And I just came back with some top loaders for the artwork and everything like that. But so I copped this Iron Man 219, so first appearance of Ghost.
Yeah. Second issue of that.
Yeah, so this is my second issue.
Copy of that.
Your second copy. And it was kind of cool. All right, so the spine is, rolled a little bit on this. I don't know if you guys are you guys should be able to see that. And it does have a couple spine ticks, but for the most part, it presents really well. I think the spine rule might be able to get adjusted just a little bit. Probably not by much, but just a little bit if I get it done by somebody that's really good at pressing. On top of that, newsstand copy. Couldn't go wrong. Cover's clean, nice and white. And, spec is that, Ghost is supposed to be returning. Like I said, I already had a copy, but this copy actually looks like it might be a little bit better. I don't know. I have to, look at both of them and compare. And then, I went ahead and got this Web of Spiderman 97. So it was his first Night Terror, right?
Night Thrasher, my bad.
I said Night Terror. But, dude was doing half off, got them both for $5, so I paid $10 for both of them, even though he had them listed as $10 for each. And honestly, that kind of worked in my favor because I didn't necessarily know which one to choose between the two. And I was like, what, screw it, just grab them both because why not? They were both really decent copies, but like I said, I didn't know which one, was better than the other because I didn't really take the time to fully go through all of that. And I was leaving I'm not spending more than $40. I didn't spend more than $40, and that's what I came out with.
I spent way more than $40. I didn't mention the Aquaman 35. It was sticker price $425, which you can now buy Eric at. But I ended up spending $400 on it. He was like, "Are you paying cash?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "All right, boom, we can do it." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a real good value," because I went to another of the booths and they had an Aquaman 35, and it was listed at $750 for what appeared to be like a 4.5, 5.0, and I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. So I walked around a little bit more trying to see if there was anything else that I wanted to buy. There was nothing, so I was like, hey, I got this money, I'm gonna go ahead and just buy this right now. I will say that at this convention, it was a lot lighter than any of the other ones that we went to, I would say for sure. Because we went to this location before, that was last year, right?
Yeah.
And there was just people with bigger books and more slabs. There was hardly any slabs there today. There were booths that were there with maybe one row of slabs, if any, and then that was it.
And for real, I honestly feel like that has to do with the supply chain thing going on with CGC, because if you think about it, a lot of those books that were there before last year probably got sold.
Right.
And people, the way that books have been coming back, they probably haven't gotten a lot of it because, to be TVC, yeah, they said that they sent out a bunch of stuff and they're still waiting for it to come back. So I think honestly that's probably what it is that a lot of people send out books and they haven't got them back, so that's why they don't have a whole lot of slabs available, and unless they happen to just make a deal with somebody and buy a collection with a whole bunch of slabs, which probably hasn't been happening.
Yeah, but on that same notion, the dude who usually dresses nice, who has that wall of slabs.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't there, and then
he's actually the one that I got the deal for that the Black Panther #4 for the White Wolves.
Right. Yeah, so he wasn't there, and he usually has a bunch of slabs. like usually his whole wall is.
But he was at the event that me and Eric went
Okay.
to, so he's still out here doing stuff.
Cool.
For sure.
Yeah, because he was at the one in Baltimore, but he just wasn't at this one. But he was at the one last year that we went to here.
Yeah.
So it was whatever. But overall, it was a cool event. We all got pickups. There was a lot more books that I actually wanted to buy, so that was a good thing. I was just more so looking to see if I could get trades, and people either weren't trading or they were looking for particular things to trade. Maybe like the guy who I talked to originally was like, I mean, if it makes sense, he was like, but a lot of the stuff that I have, I probably had, twice over or more. And he was like, so I'm just looking for bronze. Well, I think he did say bronze. He was like more golden and silver age stuff. He was like, if I was going to trade anything. And I was like, all right, well, I don't have anything, gold or silver age in my bag. So I'm not gonna do any trades today. So that was it.
And the thing is like, comparing the two, there's definitely more big boy books at the last joint that me and Eric went to, and not really this one. But even then, at that other one, there still wasn't a whole lot. Like, the biggest thing I probably saw were X-Men #1s, and that was it. Like, I've been waiting for people to come out, and I'm trying to see my Marvel Spotlight 5s and everything, and I don't know if they've just all been bought up or if people are just stashing them because
I meant to tell you. So TBC did have Marvel Spotlight 5.
Yeah, but they just didn't have it there.
No, they had it there.
What?
But it was a 6.5 restored. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
it's restored, so it's had
damaged?
Restoration.
Yeah, restoration.
Depending on what the restoration was, I probably could have pulled a Gary.
True. Yeah.
What's a Gary?
He had his books. He had the restoration cut out.
Yeah, so he's been resubmitting books that have been restored to get the restoration removed, and then it comes back with the blue label.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could have told you about it, but I saw it and I was like, I don't think he's gonna buy that.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have been buying anyways. I would have been trading something in.
Right.
Like I don't have cash right now.
But I mean, fortunately, it's still at TBC, so if we end up having to go, or you can contact them and see what's going on.
So Brandon spent the least, you spent the most, and I was way closer to Brandon.
Yeah. This always happens too. Every time we go to a comic book store, I mean, all right. So I guess hands down, technically speaking, Brandon spends way more money on comic books because he buys big boy books. He's gotten the Ultimate Fallout 4, the Fantastic Four, the Amazing Spiderman 129s and everything. So there's big boy books that he buys. But like when we go to if we're ever like, we're going digging, or we're gonna go to the comic book store and we go, I end up spending, at least, $60 to $100 every time just on modern books. And Brandon will be like, I'm gonna go to this dollar bin and I'm gonna get 4 books. We're like, I spent $6.72, and I'm like,
look,
all right.
You usually find some gems.
This fell off, okay? Doesn't hurt. Especially like these are pretty solid. Oh, actually, with this one, okay, here we go. Now I can see it with it right. This one, but I mean, this would probably press out. But this for sure, this one's the better copy right here.
Right.
But the thing is, people forget about stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, they go down, they're not worried about it. I mean, if they presented it and there was something that they wanted to do with it, it may not happen now, but it will probably happen eventually because they're trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
I mean, you did call that West Coast Avengers. That was a long time ago.
I've called a lot of things.
Yeah.
I've called a lot.
How many of them did you actually trust was going to happen?
Just about all of them, because when I give reasons, I give very valid reasons.
Right.
This one I can't really call so much, but like I said, if they had plans of doing something with it, it doesn't mean it's completely off the table. They probably have to figure out, whatever it is that they needed to figure out logistic-wise to make it happen. So, but it's Sony stuff, so
yeah,
they're probably gonna have to figure out how that character works into what's currently happening right now.
Yeah, the Marvel, Sony, Spider-Verse, whatever it's called.
Exactly.
But yeah. So, but like I said, overall, good show. I think there's another one in February. Might go to it.
We still should check out some of the shops in Virginia.
We still got shops to check out in Maryland.
Well, just for a change of pace here. Driving to the same areas. I want some more new.
Eric wants to be adventurous.
Word.
Also, the $20.99. Do you think that's gonna have a bump up later?
I already said yes, but that has nothing to do with this video.
That's all.
Back to this. That's it for us. We're done. Like this is a little different. Recorded on the phone. Shout out to Apple, I guess.
I was gonna rant, but I'm not going to.
You gonna rant about what?
Well,
Hey, you got the floor, bro. You wanna rant? Hey, go ahead.
You
Rant.
mentioned it, so.
So, SLan didn't make it with us on the last trip before this one. So it was just me and Eric, and we went to the convention. I'm looking for my typical books, the Ghost Rider books that I've been telling you guys about, and the Ironheart keys, because I don't know if I brought it up on this channel, but I've definitely posted it on the Keynote Instagram, where I'm saying that, you know, people are specking on these Ironheart keys, and the ones that has blown up are not the ones I think really should be blown up. I mean, I think they should blow up for a particular reason, but it's not saying that those actual events are going to happen. This, on the other hand, is the first appearance of her father, who's a part of the 10 Rings. We already know that the 10 Rings are going to be returning because of Shang-Chi. And how can you... Shang-Chi, all right. But the thing is, it's Riri Williams, the father being connected to that, and on top of that, being an important character towards her life. Why are people not specking on that book yet? Why is that book has not blown up? Guess what? It's okay, because you can be ahead of the curve, pick it up, and by the time that ends up happening, we already know she's coming. We already know the 10 Rings is there. It's only a matter of time. Loop it around. Like I said, I dropped when I say these things, I'm not really saying you have to go out and buy them so much, but I'm definitely saying it wouldn't hurt, and keep it on your radar. So, but what I was going for is that when we got there, those were the two things that I was basically looking for. And I ended up going to this dealer. And Eric, you remember this dealer, correct?
Oh, that. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I remember.
And so I went to this dealer. It's like the first dealer I go to, and he's like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, not much. I'm just looking around." He's like, "Oh, no problem." He's like, "All right, just for let you know, these books right over here is 2 boxes. He's like, everything in here is $10. I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm looking, find these books. I'm like, "Hey, you said that these everything in this box is $10, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So I pull out the books. I pull out 4 books. Guess what these 4 books are? These are issues of Blue Marvel, 2 through 4. Okay, cool. I hand it to him. He's completely fine. He's looking at the books are in his hand. He's asking me how I want to pay. I'm like, I don't have cash. I mean, I did have cash, but I had to go pay off the Western Ghost Rider issue 1 that I ended up picking up. And I had cash for that to pay the dealer because I had already did a down payment from the last thing that we did before that. And so he's like, "Yeah, well, I don't have my card reader, so it's in the car, whatever." And so basically, he's like, "All right, you can come back and you can come pay for them. I should have my card reader by then." I'm not thinking of it. I didn't even check the conditions of the books. I didn't care what the conditions of the books. It could have been beaters. It was just like, "Oh, they're $10. I just wanted to complete my run because I already have issue number 1 in a 9.6. So not worried about it. Come back to pay for it. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, those weren't supposed to be in there." Remember, I handed him the books. He looked at the books. He knew exactly what the book. He saw exactly what the books were. He just didn't know what the books were. And that would have been what, $40? There's 4 books, $10 per book, $40. And yeah, so I just basically didn't end up getting them because he pulled that one on me. So ended up leaving there. I didn't leave completely handed. Like I said, I left with a top loader, but I really couldn't find anything. And I wasn't even, I wasn't completely blown because it wasn't like I was expecting to go there and find that. It was just crazy how that ended up, transpiring. So that is my rant.
Yeah, which that actually does remind me.
Terrible for that stuff.
Yeah, that sucks. And because of that story, I ended up bringing cash to the event today because I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna buy a book that costs a little bit of money, I was like, I want to just do it in cash, so I don't have to worry about any of these things happening. But when I went to grab the Aquaman, well, I just went there to look because I remember the dealer that I was at right there. They had really good books the last time I was there. I didn't remember them having the Aquaman 35, but I remember them having good books. So I was like, let me go through their slabs. And I saw it. And then, so they each had stickers like this, but they had stickers like this, but some books, including this one, had stickers with out of price on it. So if you actually look, this is good for me. I don't know if I can pull this off, but there we go. But yeah, so I got it for 400, not 425, but it was originally listed at 500. So that's cool, but it was just this sticker, and then it was a sticker on top of it, which was blank. So on this end, it was good news because I was looking through the sticker, I saw $500, and I was like, oh man, he's about to charge $500 for this book, or maybe he'll charge $600 because, you know, they're probably marking it up if they have blank labels. So he's like, yeah, all of the CGC books are not graded. I mean, what's it called? Are not priced, but you know, if you ask us about it, we'll look them up. So he was literally just going to the phone, looking up the prices, and then giving a price, which was interesting.
Right, and that's why I left those books, because I wasn't gonna, like I said, I didn't look at the grades from, or look at what I thought the grades might be, and I didn't want him to just pull up a thing, because if he didn't know what the book was in the first place, he was gonna throw the highest price. So I was just like, screw it, I'm not even worried about it, I'll pick them up. And I've looked, and single issues are not really going too badly on the secondary market. You know, $50 probably per each book, which is still more than what I would have paid for all the books together there, but I'd rather do that and be able to solidify that, okay, I can really see what the book's quality is and pay more for that if I'm worried about that. I wasn't worried about it. I just thought, hey, this is a good deal for these books, and that's it. Yeah,
so yeah, in this situation, yeah, it was a good thing because I guess the market is cooled down on Black Manta, which is good. Even though there's a little bit of Aquaman stuff going on right now, but yeah, the news is cooled on Black Manta. He was like, yo, it's a good time to buy this book. He was like, if you would have bought it, you know, 2-3 years ago, you know, it would have been up in the $600-$700. And I checked the sales and I was like, oh yeah, he's right. It was really going for that much. So I'm glad I got it when I got it. Like I said, it presents really well. I'm gonna actually buy the grader's notes maybe just to see what they say about it. It looks like it might have a little bit of mold on it, which I hope not, but we'll see. But yeah, that was just an interesting case because I was like, I wonder, because like, yeah, the NYX3 didn't have, you know, like a price on it. They had a 9.8 Secret Wars number 8, and they didn't have a price on it. So I think they were just, you know, pricing as they go just by checking, you know, current sales and then trying to figure out how much they could get for it, you know, at a convention as opposed to like eBay. So yeah, just weird things.
Yeah. But that's how I'm trying to end my year. I'm trying to end it off with an NYX 3 or a Marvel Spotlight 5, or who knows, maybe even both. But it's probably not going to happen.
I'm trying to end my year with some upgrades to maybe a Green Lantern 87, and that's about it. Maybe if I could get the Strange Tales 169 and an upgrade, that'd be cool too. Or the Ultimate Fallout 4. So I'm going to try to sell some books. If you're looking to buy some books, you know, hit me up.
Eric, anything on your list?
If you want to send us books, you can do that as well. Just hit us up and we'll give you a P.O. box number that is fake until we get one.
What's the first comment?
We need some AOKs. Amazing Spider-Man 361.
I'm trying to get Amazing Spider-Man 361. I'm trying to get Amazing Fantasy number 1, and I'm trying to get Dungeons number 1.
Yo, I'll sell you Amazing Spider-Man.
All books that Eric has had the opportunity to get.
What's good? How much you want it for?
Which one?
Where's it at?
I don't know.
Can't see it. Is it this one? Nope. This is good. This is good.
How much you selling that for?
How much you want it for?
$2.
All right. Well, I'm selling it for more than $2. Give me like 200. You got it. It's yours.
You take payment.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I bet. I'm gonna sell that book to Eric. But yeah, that's it. I think unless you want to rant again, try to go for
I'm good with the rant. Just Cherry Sprite, guys. Apparently, this is hard to find.
We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
I assure you, we're not sponsored.
But we're open.
It's delicious.
Okay. We're open to being sponsored.
We can't mention the other guy, but yeah, Sprite Cherry is actually really good. I tried it for the first time today.
I'm not lying. But I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to find it because apparently it's hard to find. I went to the grocery store, could not find it.
Yeah, it's a hard
went to the gas station, could not find it. Could not Google. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why the place that I keep getting this from has it. But shout out to their supplier.
I think it's fake. Like, I don't think it's a real soda at this
If it's
point.
still around,
No.
you can ask Chief for it.
Lemon, lime, and cherry. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for us. I'm SLan.
I'm Brandon Griggs.
All right, and this is Kino Comics. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time we drop a video. Apparently, we're dropping videos now. And yeah, keep us locked in. Peace.
Peace.